video? Yeah. All right, so what we want to do is we can try and get this ears go on the side of your head and they're on an angle, okay? So we want a little bit of a wedge like that, that's fine, okay? Now when you look at an ear, you can actually see that there's a specific kind of definite like areas that are different to the others. And you have to look at everybody's ear differently because there are different angles that you can see on ears, okay? Alright, so, and then a lot of this will be taken off anyway, so anyway, that's basically what we're looking at from an ear point of view, okay? Let's leave that on there for now, okay? Alright, so the ear goes on the side of your head, okay? It's like a wedge shape, okay? There's some definite shape to it, so it's like a number 9, okay? We'll do that. Now you can see it's on an angle, yeah? So, what we're going to try and do first is we're going to take the tool and we're going to get the basic shape going down. And this is why I'd kind of teach like I do in Art 1 of the basic shapes. Remember the letter C?
The torus?
The what?
The torus?
Torus? Yeah, well, part of the torus, yeah. But if you remember, I kind of taught you in like the letter C. Okay, the letter C for the actual ear itself. So this is like the letter 9. Okay, and we can actually put a little bit more clay in here because that'll be the earlobe eventually and stuff. Okay, all right. So we got basically that. Okay, I may have taken too much out of there, so let me put some bit more back in there. So we got the letter C, we got the letter 9. Okay, and then we can lower this down because you have to look at ears and you really study them. Okay, take that down there, and then basically we're going to have this kind of letter C deal going on in here, and it goes deep down in there, like that. Looks like a mess right now, doesn't it? And that's that letter U that we looked at when we were drawing it in Art 1. Remember that? Yeah? No?
Nope. My Art 1 class, I don't even remember.
Oh, I know I did it in everybody's Art 1 class. I know I always do, but
I remember we talked about
We did it, but like COVID.
okay, kicked in. All right, so letter C, number 9. Okay, then if you look at this, it's like the letter Y. Okay, so I'm going to go into here and then take a section out through there. Not feeling it this morning. Sometimes you feel it, sometimes you don't. Okay, so I'm taking a section out of there. So that's supposed to look like the letter Y in there, okay? Because if you put your finger in your ear, there's a little section, an indentation right in here if you want to feel it in your own ear, okay? Or if your friend will let you do it, that's up to them, okay? Now everybody's ears are different, so all these are going to have different thicknesses and parts that stick up, parts that go lower. You just have to look at each other's ears and draw it accordingly, okay? So C, number 9, letter Y right there, okay? And then this can go deeper in here, okay? And the ear is an amazing thing in the way it's designed because it kind of captures sound and filters it down into your ear canal, which is down in here, of course, okay? And then this part right here, the ear canal goes down in there, okay? This part right here is cartilage. If you feel it on your own ear, you'll feel that as cartilage, okay? And that is definitely, when the wind blows, sometimes you can hear it whistling across that part right there, okay? And as I say, it's designed in such a way that it really captures sound and channels it down. All right, so once we've done that, we want to try and take out maybe a bunch of this stuff here. because the ear is going to be like that. And all this will go on the back of the head. That's the flesh that attaches to the back of the head. And then there's kind of this indentation here, okay? A little bit out there. You got this earlobe that kind of goes underneath here like this. Okay. Probably need a little brush of water at some point when we do this next week. Just start to manipulate it now and make it more ear-like. And then this has to be lower, because this comes down and it goes in here like that. Kind of squash that up too much. You really got to look and study the ear, so you need a reference, especially today on this one, okay?
And we have to make 4 of these.
Let's make it 3. I want you to understand the shapes and stuff of it, okay?
Okay.
So, let's go.
Do we have to take a picture of all of them or just our best one?
Put your best one in there.
Okay.
This is quite thick here, so this needs to come over a little bit more, because it's not going to be that. But you can start seeing it coming together, right? Let's take some more of this. Got too much clay. It's too high here, so I want to go down lower. That'll be my earlobe.
Are we giving our heads hair?
We can, yeah.
Can we have the option to do a green man if we want to?
That's a whole different unit to teach. I mean, I was trying to keep realism. If we got time after, we can do one. Okay. Let's just do a real one first, because the green man is like exaggeration, distortion, which is easy once you know how to do it from a realistic point of view. I mean, we should have time to do a green man if you want to. We'll have to run up and get some clay to do that, so we have enough clay, but we should have time. So I'm just trying to bring this down lower, because it's high here and it's going to be lower here. So this could be right on an angle. And then this is where you probably need a brush with some water. That would help. That's still too high, so this has to come down lower. Because we're working in that 3rd dimension. It's better. That goes down in there quite a bit. Doesn't help to have big fingers here, so if I had a brush, I'd be brushing this with some water, so kind of smoothing it down a little bit. And then we'll round all this stuff out. Bring that back around there like that. That actually goes back into there a little bit more, like that. Better. Like that. There you go. Way too much clay up in here, right? Yeah, it's a sculpture at the end of the day, so it's got to look good from all sides. So Make sure you're picking it up and looking at it from all angles. So, oh, just destroyed that, didn't I?
Are we gonna be able to make 3?
Do what?
Are we gonna be able to make 3?
Yeah. The whole point is to get it thinking in shapes. This is the letter Y part, so let's put some more clay in there to build that back up. The shape of it again. That's going to go lower to there. Favorite tool. There. Let's go in here. Make sure you're looking at your references. She's on fine form this week, isn't she? Alright. And then obviously I need to clean this up a lot more. Okay. Takes time. Give me at least 2, preferably 3 good ones if you can. Okay. And then you just gotta, it's basically just clean up now at this point. I got the basic shape, now just gotta clean it all up, make it all work together. Some people's Y's are really deep in here, some people's aren't. You just gotta look at it, adjust it. Okay, make sense?